There he
There
is.
he is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark. My name is Tim. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. In the empty seat down below, maybe we can hear him, is Uncle Gary, the Ric Flair of comic books himself.
I had
And-
to slap down. I had to give somebody a beat down. It took me a second.
That's right. And Dan, without any introduction, you are, but I'm going to give you one anyways. You are the road manager, Dan the Kelly Art, keeping Uncle Gary in the limelight, making sure he gets the title shots he deserves.
That's right.
And when he is denied, you get the pay-per-view set up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get started, let's go ahead and get our own rundown out of the way. Make sure that you check out Bob Hall at bobhall.com. Check him out online. Nope, that's from something else. There we go.
Check him out anyway.
Yeah, check him out.
Great artist that we had a great interview with, thanks to Mr. Dan Kelly.
And
Yes.
a wonderful writer, too. That is on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, or it'll be up there soon.
It will be.
Yeah, go ahead and take a peek at that. I think it's on December 8th.
It was a rogue show, and we got rogue instructions there.
That's right.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that if you enjoy the type of content that we're doing here, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps us out. We will never beg, but we will ask very nicely, and we might even make you dinner too. At the Codex station, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on awesome content like this all the time. Every time, and we are on your favorite social media platforms. Also, we have a super cool website. Sal, please tell everybody about your labor of love.
Oh, well, it's never a labor of too much love.
Slight
that's
affection.
That's the reserve for the other website.
So there's
Anyhow,
nothing wrong with self-love.
that's right.
That's true.
Well,
That's
folks,
why I have a
yep,
carpool tunnel. So there you go.
there you go. So, folks, head on over to the codexstation.com. I created a website for us, and you can meet the team, get some merch, find out so much more. I post links to all our stuff that we do, where it's the comic character a week or the interviews that we do. You can even see bios on the team. It's great stuff, and you can actually reach out and contact us too.
It is very interactive, ladies and gentlemen.
Reach
Lots
out.
of
Yes,
cool hidden things. So
yes.
there
Be sure
you
to check
go.
it out.
But Sal, you know what they need to check out when they're not checking out Codex stuff?
What is that? What is that?
That would be what you do, sir.
Oh, well, you can always find me on YouTube as well under Sal's Comic Corner. I do unboxings, I show off my slabs, and I actually do some other stuff with that as well. So
Yeah.
go by and check it out as well.
There you go. Dan the Kelly Art, the road manager for He Who Shall Not Yet Be Named until you give him the proper introduction. Dan the Kelly Art, coming from the school of Joe Kubert. Let everybody know what you do when you're not doing Codex stuff. Oh!
Oh!
You've got a prompt.
He's drinking heavily, ladies and gentlemen.
Orange Smash. It's Orange Crush, but whatever.
There you go.
I post art and music on Instagram, so go check it out. Give me a follow. I have 800 something, so on my way to 1,000. Hopefully, what is it? What is it? Gary said it's
1K for DK.
1K for DK.
1K for DK.
Come help me out. Come help me reach that goal. And that's all I got to say for me. But for this guy right here, who's styling and profiling, he's got stuff going on. He just rolled up in his 85-foot limousine so he could be here with us tonight. The Ric Flair of comics,
Woo!
Uncle Gary.
The master of
Thank
disaster.
you for that introduction. That's why you are my road manager. I did take off the feather boa because that's a bit much, but fellas got to look good. You can find me at Comic Logic. We are Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. Matter of fact, we had a special guest today, Mr. Sal, the Slab Guy, walked in the door today and graced us with his presence. So, Sal, thank you for that, my brother.
No problem. No problem.
So,
My pleasure.
Come see us at Comic Logic. If you want to catch me, you can catch me every Wednesday morning, getting my fix, getting that blood right here, getting that 4-color ink injected right in that bloodline, builds big muscles. Get my new comics. Come get some new comics from us. We would love to see you. We would love to talk comics. We also do a Facebook Live show the first 3 Thursdays of every month. The first one's our preview show, and the second and third is our Ye Grumpy Old Nerd show, where myself, my best friend Mike Harbor, who just had a birthday on Thanksgiving. He's a turkey baby.
Happy birthday.
Mike, I love you, brother.
Gobble.
I love you, love you. And our principal owner, Rob Kalin, we are Ye Grumpy Old Nerds, and we sit there and we talk comics, we talk sports, we talk TV shows, we talk movies, and we talk a lot of other stuff that interests a bunch of old men like us. So please come watch us. And
Take care.
yes,
Why don't you tell them why I was in today? That's
well,
a special,
I guess I should.
day.
We also,
Yes.
one of the things we offer the second and fourth Thursday of every month, second and fourth,
That's
from
Saturday
from 2 to 4. Thank you, sir. 2 to 4. We have submission Saturday. So you can just submit, and we're good for that. If you're into submission, we have submission Saturday where we have our good buddy, friend of the shop, Kent Hubbs of the Comic Hub, who takes our books if you want to get them pressed and cleaned. He does that. He's quite proficient at that. Let's see. Can I reach? Can I make it? He just did this book for me, which was in terrible shape. And it's not even my best copy, but, I gave him this book to see what he could do with. And Kent did a fine job with that book. And he can press it for him, and then he'll submit the books to you for CGC. So Sal made the trek down and put a few books in with Kent, and Kent will send them off. So we offer that service when you come into our shop. So we'd love to have you. The other thing I want to highlight is something that all of us are involved in, and that is the site founded by our good buddy Archduke Kevy, who is
Archduke.
The Archduke is the reason that we are acquainted, is because he started the Comic Character of the Day site, and that is a site where I will post a comic cover of the day. Dan does random panel of the day, questions of the day. Sal is quite a frequent poster on there as well, and Tim is always watching. He is the eyes to make sure that we are running this operation as efficiently, as smoothly, and as tastefully as is humanly possible. So, without further ado, may I introduce the man with the golden set of pipes, Mr. Tim, the Terrible, the Watcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a mission, and we need your help. 1K for DK. Help Dan tackle this massive marathon by getting to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, get this big D across the finish line.
Woo!
I'll do another giveaway when I hit 1,000.
There you go.
I don't know what yet, but I'll do something.
I have art from DK hanging in my library.
Yes, there you go. The big D, ladies and gentlemen.
That's some big DK art in my library.
1K for DK. I'm going to get a shirt with that on it. But
that should be the next Codex Station shirt. Tell you the truth.
Jamie, if you're watching, let's get to work on that. Let's get it done.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. There you go. Yeah. All right. So this is, as Sal has set the title, this is a rogue show. Anything goes. We're going to do the regular stuff, but we're going to talk about some stuff too. We've got nothing but time tonight, baby. And by God, are we going to light the candles and get the fire started? So without further ado, Dan, why don't you go ahead and get us started with some new stuff if you haven't?
Kick the tires and light the fires.
That's right. Oh, did we lose his picture?
Nope, you got him. You just got to pull him over.
Oh, interesting.
Want me to do it?
There we go. For whatever reason, Restream, ladies and gentlemen, has updated their stuff, and I don't like change.
Me neither.
Go ahead, Dan. Kick it off.
Am I going through the whole stack?
Sure, why not? We'll do Jamie's
do the whole
way
stack.
Tonight.
It's a rogue show tonight.
It's a rogue show.
And so you've seen the movie Rogue One. We're Rogue 4.
Yes.
Hopefully our movie will end a little bit better than theirs did.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'll start off. I got Hawk Girl number 5.
Oh,
nice.
Such a good series.
As this series is starting to wrap up, Avengers Inc. number 3.
How is that?
I haven't read this. I haven't read any of these yet. I'm almost caught up on my reading from last week. But the first 2 issues of the book I really enjoyed. I like that it's it's kind of a crime noir thing, and it seems like each issue is going to be like a case of the week thing, while there's also like a main kind of subplot running through each issue where they'll get a little bit more information about it each one, building up to something. So far I'm digging it.
Nice.
All right.
Superman number 8.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, this series has been great.
Been very good.
Tim's Boy, Moon Knight, City of the Dead number 5.
That I got the first issue of that. I didn't pick up any of the other ones. Not because I didn't want to, but just because I got other
He's
stuff.
gonna die, ladies and gentlemen, and come back a mutant.
Spoilers.
I read something that I guess Spider-Man is considered a mutant now because he's helping out the X-Men. The Sentinels are
He's an honorary X-Man. I know that much.
Yep.
Something about how like the Sentinels are targeting him because he's helping Nightcrawler or something.
Yeah, they are. That's true.
You got World's Finest 21.
Ooh,
that's a cool cover. I like that one.
Yeah, which I haven't been reading this series, even though I like the writer and the artist. It's just I kind of wish I'd picked it up from the beginning. I got last month's issue and this one because they're going to the Kingdom Come world.
That's where they're at right now.
Yep. Yeah, but then reading the issue before that, I was like, all right, so is this not in continuity Superman and Batman, because Batman's got this leg pouch thing, and the Robin costume in it, it's the same one from the World's Finest Teen Titans book and that Dick wore in that, but it's not like his Robin costume. And the guy at the shop was telling me like, no, it's continuity, it's just them as older. I'm like, but that wasn't his costume. And they're like, yeah, they're just kind of doing whatever. I'm like, but they also in the issue before this went to the Kingdom Come world, and they went to the planet Krypton, and they see something for Booster Gold, and they're like, Booster Gold, who's that guy? I'm like, they know who Booster Gold is. So he was trying to explain to me how it's in continuity, but it's changes, and I don't know. I was confused.
From my understanding, I thought that this was like early Batman and Superman stuff, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's telling me, he's like, yeah, that's what it is, but they just redesigned the costume for Robin, and that's just how it is now. I'm like, all right, well, that's confusing. Yeah. What's not confusing is how awesome this book is. Titans number 5.
Ooh.
That has been a great book.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really like the first issue of this one, the Jay Garrick, The Flash, number 2.
I like that cover.
Yeah.
That cover looks really awesome.
Yeah, I read the I read the first issue of all 3 of the books, the Flash, the Green Lantern, and the Sandman one. I liked all of them. But I'd say out of the 3 of them, I probably like the Flash one the most.
Okay.
Sensational She-Hulk number 2.
Great cover.
Yeah. With Hulk with his hippie haircut.
Yep. Get a haircut, you hippie.
No.
Another series that's been really awesome, Void Rivals.
Oh, yeah,
I read
awesome
that
series
today. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm caught up on all my reading up until last week, and I've started on that. So I have a few issues left from last week's stack to read, and then I'll get into this. So I'm slowly but surely catching up.
For anybody else, those above me in the column, or you, Dan, did you read the preview for Cobra Commander?
Yes,
I did not. I read the preview for Duke.
That's in the back of the Void Rivals, right? The short story in the back.
Sal, what'd you think?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh my god,
I loved it. I'm like thinking that I gotta start picking up that series when it comes out.
Yeah. Uncle Gary, Dan, read the preview for Cobra Commander. You will dig it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I put all of them, or at least the first issue of all the new ones on my poll. So I'll give them all the chance.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, man, let's go. That's what we're here for. The last one I got is Justice Society of America number 7.
Grundy.
Yeah, which
Born on a Monday.
Yeah, I'm digging the series. Everyone knows I'm a big JSA fan, so I'm happy that after so many years after DC went through the abomination that was New 52, And they're like, oh, we're just going to ignore the JSA and all these great characters. And then even after that ended, we're still going to kind of ignore them for a while. That now they're like, hey, here's a JSA book and here's solo miniseries for these 3 characters from it. And I'm glad to see them finally doing something with these guys again.
Yep.
So is JSA, is that going to be just the mini series, or is it an ongoing series?
I think it's 12 issues.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's
it's
a
12.
maxi. Okay.
It's 12 issues, but I think it's also one of those ones because it's not like, Hulk Girl, you see it there. It's like 5 of 6.
Mhm.
And, like the Flash one, it doesn't have that. It just, it says issue 2. And,
Okay.
this one doesn't have it. It doesn't say 7 of 12. So, I mean, maybe they just kind of did it and they're saying it's 12 issues. And, like anything, if it sells really great, they're not
There'll be more.
they're not going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gone. Like if it's selling great every month, they're going to be like, all right, we'll keep it around. So
Fair enough.
I hope.
All right. Well, Sal,
All right.
what about you, good sir? What do you got to show us this week?
All right. So I got Green Lantern number 5.
Ooh.
This
Yep.
is the 4th cover,
That's a
the
cool
D
cover.
cover. This is great. This is a good read. This is a good series to pick up.
Yeah,
They definitely doing well for that one.
and they
I picked up.
teased in the next issue how they're going to reveal the stuff about the United Planets.
Right,
and the
and
stuff
why
with
there's
Mal-
a ban on them, or what is it, a quarantine on
Yeah.
Earth or something
But
like that.
they teased in that one that the next issue they're going to reveal all the stuff about that.
Right. So I did pick up Batman Off-World. I picked up the variant to that,
Ooh.
but I have not read this one yet.
I've seen some preview panels. That's about it.
Okay,
Same.
cool.
Yeah, it looks good. The artwork looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Mankey.
Mankey's art. Oh, nice. All right, so Green Lantern War Journal number 3, the variant with
I
Abed
like
Sur.
that.
Nice.
And because I'm a sucker, I love foily prints.
Oh,
So I got
Nice.
the Daredevil
Look at that.
number 1.
Yeah, I talked him into because he looked at the regular book that was on the shelf, and I was like, there's a foil one for it. He goes, there is. I'm like, yeah, it's behind the counter. There, go ahead and look. And he's like, oh yeah.
so there is.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Well, I told
So I put
Sal,
that
it's
issue
funny.
back, and I went and picked up the foil.
I told Sal it's funny with the Daredevil black costume because I remember when he got that look in the 90s and how reviled it was, and everyone's like, this is terrible, this sucks. And fast forwarded, a couple decades later, and now they're doing a miniseries for it, and people are like, oh, this is great. And I'm like, you didn't think it was great when it was happening.
You all hated it.
Yeah.
I remember how much everybody hated that look.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah. Moving on, I got Carnage number 1.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, what did you expect, though? A blind man designed that costume.
Yeah. So true. All right, Invincible Iron Man number 12.
Nice.
This is
Ooh.
the stealth armor. So if you're reading this one, this is a
Nice.
good series as well. The stealth armor protects him from the Sentinel's detection as well. Even though he's not a mutant, he's like untrackable by the Sentinels, and he was testing it out as he's fighting and flying by them. They can't find him at all.
Wow.
I also got the Void Rivals. Great
Great.
series. This is like my number 2 book pick of the week, and that is Justice League Godzilla and
Ooh,
Kong.
Look at
This is
that.
the one where he fights Superman.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if you saw the preview for that, and it was just a couple of panels and Superman standing in front of Godzilla, and he's like, you seem like you can understand me. Do you think we could take this out, out of the city? He goes, I think you're looking at me. You want me. And then, then Godzilla's about to blast him. He's like, okay, here we go. And Superman gives him a punch, that type of thing. And it was pretty cool.
Wow.
All right, so I picked up the new Marvel Secret Wars Battle World,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
and I got a variant of that. So this is I want to not say like a continuation, but an offshoot of the original Secret Wars
From 84?
from '84. So this is kind of like a little adventure Spider-Man's having right after they've won the Secret Wars, but before they get home.
So basically what it is Marvel is putting Secret Wars back into everybody's minds in the spotlight to boost up the the movie coming out in a couple of years.
Correct.
Even
Correct.
though the movie's not based on that one, it's based on.
I think it's going to be a mixture of both, right?
Probably a mixture, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm on the minority. I think I did not like the Hickman Secret Wars. I
It was fair.
found what
It was fair. It wasn't.
I found it to be like a lot of his stuff. He's
Mhm.
and I've said it before. We talked about the shopping thing the other day. I was like, he's great at world building, but he's not good at writing an interesting story.
Right.
I very much disagree with that.
I was like, I read his stuff and it's just boring and slow moving. And I felt that way about his Secret War.
Oh,
All right. So moving on, almost done. This is now my gifts from Gary. He picked me up All-Star Foily.
look at that.
So thank you very much, Uncle Gary. That's a nice.
You're
nice
welcome,
pickup
my brother.
for my foil madness, and he also picked me up the battle action.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's in a
So-
wonderful bag. And who got us those wonderful bags?
I think that would be your road manager that gave us. the
Yeah,
monthly bags for
exactly.
this.
He took care of us. He gave us those
Cool.
bags. Thank you, Dan.
So
Did
your road
did
manager's
Sal
taking
drop
care
them
of
off
you
for you?
and me.
That's right.
What's that?
I said, did
Yeah.
Sal drop them off for you?
Yes.
Yeah, Sal came by. We were looking at books, and we felt bad you couldn't look at them, but Sal wanted to look at books. What did we look at? We looked at the entire run of X-Men. He said you wouldn't mind.
Wow.
Yep. That and Justice League. You didn't. I know you wouldn't care about that.
Yeah, he looked- no,
Either one.
we did not. We did not. But Sal came and hung out for a few minutes, so it was nice.
Right.
Wow.
So my last pickup, this was a purchase from Comic Logic.
Ooh.
Nice.
I
Panther.
do not have the Black Panther Alex Ross hero variant, so this was a nice addition to my collection. Of
That's great.
and that's it for my books.
All
You have all
right.
the hero variants now?
No, I do not have all the hero variants. I have all the villain variants, and maybe one or two extra copies of Venom. But moving on. Who's next in the list?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any picks this week. I don't have any books. I'm in between shops at the moment. But I will tell you, I did read Void Rivals, the current issue. What is that? Issue 6? Is that right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's something like that. Loved it. Recommend it. Awesome. I read the latest issue of Conan the Barbarian.
The cover was amazing.
Dude, the story. Did you read the story?
No, I'm just looking, and the art is channeling Buscema's art from the 70s. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's same writer, new artist. However, the new artist on the inside maintains the same type of pace from the previous 4 issues. So you're not jarred too much. But I will tell you, the artist on the first 4 issues did wonderful work. It was gorgeous work. I loved it. Issue 5 is amazing. Uncle Gary, you're gonna love that too. I read issue 2 of Transformers last week, and that also is super duper awesome. So that's all I got. But Uncle Gary, it is all up to you.
All right.
The
What
floor
kind of
is
show are we
yours.
doing today?
Say that
Rogue
again,
show.
Sal.
What time
I
is
said the floor is yours.
Yeah.
What type of show is this today?
The Rogue
The
Show.
Rogue
The
Show.
Rogue Show. Okay, good. Y'all get back covers today.
Ah!
So that's the back cover.
Did you
That's
see
a-
that they released a
There's
trailer
the
for
back
that?
cover.
It did actually.
For Ultimate Spider-Man?
Oh, it's the same back cover.
Oh my God, Gary, you got 2 of the same. That's
Yeah, I know.
wonderful.
All right.
You're picking up issues like I pick up Venom. Come on.
There you go. It's a Tim special.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep. So I haven't read it.
Hey, the artwork is solid, but
Yeah, it is.
the storytelling is not. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say.
Got the new Moon Knight. Let's see. There we
There you
go.
go. Mhm.
New Moon Knight. Got the new Uncanny Spider-Man.
Ooh,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
issue 4 already.
Yeah,
Jeez.
issue
Yeah.
4. All right. Oh, and
Weekly?
in issue 3, somebody
freaky.
with a German accent was hammering Silver Sable.
On a rooftop, nonetheless.
On a
Oh
rooftop.
man,
Oh,
now I
that's
gotta pick
Batman
this
stuff.
up.
That's some Batman stuff. He was
Is
getting-
Is that series weekly?
I don't know. It seems like it seemed like the last one came out not long ago, though.
Like bi-weekly or something.
Yeah, so maybe it's bi-weekly. Invincible Iron Man.
Wow.
Yep.
that we had seen earlier.
Husband and wife fighting side by side.
Yep. There's the regular cover for Sal's foily goodness.
That is
Daredevil.
good art.
Still good.
Yep. Yep. That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
A Wolverine.
Ooh.
Oh,
Black
nice.
Panther?
Wolverine. I don't have an X-Force here, but remember, we've talked about how much we hate what's happening with the Beast. So they're announcing Wonder Man's going to be back in this and with the Beast, and it's exactly. Remember, I told you there was a plot point in one of those books where in the Resurrection Protocols, all the Beast resurrection pods or whatever had been destroyed except from his time as an Avenger. So.
Wow.
You would not mention that unless that was something that could be important in the future. And I'm so happy that may happen. So
it's looking like it.
So wait a minute. Is the evil Beast still running around, or is he toast?
Yes. So Beast that's gone rogue, like our show, is still being a dick, and it's going to come to a culmination. And I guess they'll kill him, and they'll resurrect him, and they'll
as the Avenger Beast.
The Avenger Beast, which is when I first started reading Avengers, he was, when I first started reading Avengers, he was an Avenger. So I see him as an Avenger still more than I do as a X-Man. But maybe that's a way to get, a good Beast back and not the crap that we've been given. So
I think what I was reading, I think they were saying speculation, what they might do is not kill the current Beast, but bring the Beast back that has the Avenger one and try and use that one against the current one, kind of like how he brought the the old X-Men from the past into the future to try and
I hope so. But Wonder Man's going to be a part of the story, which makes me very happy.
Yeah, because those two are best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't been reading the book, but if they're going to be in it, I'll pick it up.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Here's the new Incredible Hulk. This book has been so good.
That wasn't in my
Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Wasn't in my box.
Yep.
I'm 2 issues behind on reading order for that, so I got to catch up.
Cool variant for that.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
Does this look familiar to anybody?
Is that Ares behind him?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Does this look familiar, this cover?
Not offhand.
I believe it's an homage to Moon Knight 25, Volume 1. I think it's 25.
Well,
but
let me take a look.
It's a Sienkiewicz cover. It's in the mid-20s. I think it's like 25 or something. But
Volume 1 of Moon Knight?
Yes, Volume 1. It's one of the Sienkiewicz issues. So I saw this and immediately go, that's like one of the Moon Knight. So it's in the 20s. I'm going to guess 25. Let's see how good I am. Let's see if I'm close.
You are.
Yeah.
25.
Holy cow.
The stuff
Let me see if I can share that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stuff that's in here. I don't need no Google. It's in here.
Hang on, Sal. I'll get it.
Okay.
I'll put it up on the. I'll download it and put it up on the screen.
See, I can bring it out, but y'all can do the tech stuff that I can't do. It's a team. It's the dream team.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. 1K for DK.
That's right.
1K for DK.
So, but I saw that cover,
yeah,
and I said, "Wait a minute! I know that cover. That's an homage." So, pretty cool.
So while we got this break, go over to Dan Kelly's page and give him a like and a share and subscribe.
Right.
You know what? I just looked because you showed Wolverine and Hulk, and I'm like, I put those on my pull, and they weren't in the box, so I just brought up the Comic Hub and looked on there, and they're both still listed in my thing, even though they weren't in there. So I guess they must have been shorter or come in damaged. So
okay, well,
next week
that may have been it. I know that happens with. There we go.
That's the one right there.
Yep.
Okay,
and that's Ares in the background as well.
Yep. Look at that.
Man, and I nailed the number. How cool is that?
That is wonderful. Special double-sized issue, ladies.
Look at that. But I said, wait a minute. I know that cover.
All right, there we go.
I love it when they do that. I love it when they do that. I also got the Battle World. We'll see how that goes. And I got the Immortal X-Men.
That's a great cover.
That is a neat cover.
I love that cover.
I haven't read this week's books that I'm showing here, but I'm caught up on last week's books, which is more caught up than I've been. And I finished Dark X-Men, the last issue of that, and I'm finding that interesting, the Dark X-Men book. So
Yeah.
it's nice that I'm liking that. All right.
Nice.
All right, let's go with DC. Godzilla.
There you go.
Come
What
on.
a cover.
Justice League. Superman. Way up there. Way up there.
About that big.
Yep, not that big. All right, also the Flash.
Once again, great
Nice.
cover.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I love this cover a lot.
I read that this morning too, and wow, I don't care what anybody's saying about that. Wonder Woman is a great series right now.
I've enjoyed the first 2 issues. I look forward to reading that. I know some people are on the fence with King.
3 brings a lot more light into certain characters' motivations.
So I like to give King. King gets a chance with me with everything he does. Hawk Girl.
Yeah, there you go.
This Superman book that's been so good.
Oh yeah.
Same. Oh, we can do back covers again too. There's an
There you go.
There you go.
Movie poster time.
There you go. Green Lantern War Journal Into the Wild.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's been a good series too. I'm liking that.
Again, Phil Kenny Johnson. World's Finest.
There you go.
Yep. I also echo Dan that this has been a fantastic book. I look forward to reading this.
Yeah, it's been so good.
Is
And
she-
I like how I liked in the beginning too that they introduced like multiple plot threads. So, there's the thing going on with, the brother, or it's not brother blood. What is it? Brother attorney. Like there's a thing going on with that.
Yep.
And then there's, the mystery of, the Flash dying. And then there's the thing with Amanda Waller. It's like, Beast
The
Boy.
thing with Garth.
Yeah, it's like all these different things. I'm like, all right, we're gonna deal with a little bit of them here or there, but
I haven't opened it, but look what I see. I see some Swampy.
Oh.
So I just haven't noticed that. So I really look forward to it.
That Batman promotion that was on there too, that looked really cool. I saw that at the end of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Batman 89 Echoes.
Yeah, that looks cool. Bringing in
Sam Hamm.
Scarecrow.
Sam Hamm is writing it. Yep.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about Swamp Denizens. There we go with some
Nice.
Grundy.
yes.
Yep. So love me some Grundy. And I got a variant cover of that I thought was a really good Stargirl cover.
Ooh.
That is nice.
Yep. And
So I thought the tagline was Solomon Grundy born on a Sunday. Was it born on a Monday?
born on a Monday.
Okay, all right.
Died on a Tuesday.
No, he died on a Friday.
Oh well, then
I think born on Monday. He got married on Tuesday, maybe.
had lunch on Wednesday.
He took ill on, I don't know what Wednesday is. He took ill on Thursday, died on Friday. I can't remember what Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
So
I just looked it up. If anyone's interested,
yes.
Go ahead.
it's so what it is. It's an old nursery rhyme. It's Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy.
There we
Wow.
go. And the original Solomon Grundy's name was
Solomon?
Cyrus
Oh.
Gold.
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's what,
Cyrus Gold.
I did not know that. Very good.
Yep.
I
Cyrus
remember
Gold.
that from the. I actually remember that from the Gotham TV show.
Yep. So alternate cover for JSA. This is like the
That's
one in,
that's badass. I like that.
it's like the 1 in 25.
Oh, that's nice. That's even better.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of Dr. Fate there. A little bit of Nightwing. I love the shadow play behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He's doing the pirate. I love this Nightwing cover.
It's just hanging out in the rain.
He needs
Hanging
an
out in the rain. That's what they do. That's a Diodato, I believe. Yep. Catwoman.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Kind of perky there, isn't she?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little cold.
Mm-hmm. Hey, baby. How you doing? All right.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, pet the kitty cat. So
Yep.
can't go wrong there. And Harley.
Yep. That's a cool
Black,
cover.
white,
Wow.
and red.
I almost picked that up. That was
Yep.
such a cool cover.
So that is my current pulls complete.
Nice. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our pulls of the week. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and get some station identification and some sponsor breaks going on right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you haven't done it already, make sure to check us out on your favorite socials at the Codex Station and where we're live streaming right now. If you enjoyed what you're watching so far, by all means, hit that subscribe button. It definitely gives us an extra boost with YouTube. We're looking for that, and we'd love to have you on this crazy ride that we call comic books, and we definitely want to hear what you have to say about that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. And once again, well, not once again, for the first time this show, check out our sponsor. That would be W Energy, W.GG. Head over there to save 10% on your order using keyword code -X at checkout. All right. So we got back issues. We got all that crazy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you mind if I go first since I
No.
didn't have any books for?
No, not
Yeah,
at
go
all.
ahead. Do it.
All right.
Do
Cool.
it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Yeah,
All right.
do it now.
So I have I went through my books over the week and I pulled out pretty near everything I wanted to get graded for CGC. Now I've got it separated into several stacks. I've got 2 boxes that are my priorities. Those are going first. I've shown those a million times though, so I'm not going to show them again. But I have 2 other stacks. One is roll the dice, and the other is going to
Roll the
get
dice.
some work. So I'll let you guys choose. Do you want to see the stack that is going to get work done to it, or do you want to see the roll the dice?
I want to roll the dice.
Roll a dice.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice it is. So I will take
It's
this.
a rogue show.
This
Yeah,
is
roll
my
the dice.
work stack.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
That's getting moved.
Tim's just going to be mailing the way that Sal just mails his paycheck to Heroes Corner Comics for his Venom variant. Sal's just going to be mailing his paycheck to
CGC.
CGC.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you guys wanted it. Here it is. This is my roll the dice stack. This is exactly what it is. No work, no nothing. What comes back is what comes back.
Now
Ladies
you
and
said
gentlemen,
you want
sit back, buckle up, and relax.
That's right.
now you said you want us to to pick. So is there a certain number where you're going to send 5 or 10 or just...
Well, I send them through Wes, so whenever Wes is ready for more, I usually give him 3, maybe 4, depending upon what I can afford at the time. So this will take a while, but roll the dice. So first off, we have Night Terrors Zatanna number 1. This is the B cover.
Great cover.
Yes.
Well, that's a roll the dice. And then we have one that I rolled the dice on this before, got a 9.8, and I think that I'll get the same thing out of this too.
Oh,
yeah.
pretty.
Nice.
You got to send
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I this will be my second one. Plus, I have the one that has no cover price here, the $2 bag
Nice.
poly bag version. I have the gold and I have the regular A cover. All those are getting sent.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So when I get enough, these will be Christmas presents. Maybe, I don't know, unless I'm greedy.
You gotta send them all. Then when how CGC says, oh, you gotta put the books in the same order that you put them on the list. It's like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
Silver, regular, gold. I don't have a platinum, so if anybody's got a lead on a Spider-Man 1 platinum for a decent price, let me know. This one is the B cover for Dark Droids number 1. I love this cover.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's getting to roll the dice too. This one is Immortal Hulk number 50, Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces.
Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
Such a gorgeous cover. I love it.
Speaking of the painted covers, did you see that they're going to be releasing alternate covers with the card art that the Hildebrands did for one of the old
Yes.
Marvel series.
Oh, yes.
I might have to look those up.
As much as I hate Zeb Wells, I still know that his books will sell. So out of the 5 copies that I have, I'm going to get this sent out.
There you go.
So there's that.
See,
Zeb
I had a question. I think I asked Sal about it when it came out.
Miss Marvel dies in that.
No, not that, but
Okay.
because
I heard she was a mutant.
She wasn't until she
Oh,
fucking died, and then they brought her back in a stupid plot point, and Zeb Wells is bastard. So there we go.
But when you send that, like, is it
triggered.
going-
We
is it
triggered them.
Is it affecting the grade if you take the black cover part off? Because if you just grade it and it has that on, it's going to be kind of a boring thing.
So
and the only reason it's on there is to, protect the spoiler that's on the cover.
that's a good question, Dan, and I don't really know the answer to it. So what I might do is I've got 5 copies that I got from
I got the
Zero
5
Corner
pack
Comics.
too.
How
So-
the hell is it protecting the spoiler when you open it and you see it immediately? That's not protecting shit.
Well, I mean,
I know it's just a
Yeah.
gimmick. It's just a gimmick.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Also, when they announced like a week before it came out,
Yeah.
that's who it was.
Oh yeah, that was the worst kept secret Marvel ever had, next to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being inspired.
Because I
What?
asked, I
What?
asked
They're in that
TGC
movie?
about-
Oh shit, sorry Sam.
I asked TGC about the DC sketch covers, how it has that thin
Mhm.
white paper that's on the outside, and I was like, look, if I get these, for drawing sketch covers on them, if I pull that off, does it affect the grade on it? And I asked them about it, and they said no, since it's only there just to protect the
Yeah.
the paper on the front cover, that if you tear that off of it, as long as it doesn't mess up the staples or anything, it doesn't affect the grade of the book. So I wonder if it's the same for that.
Well, I'll send in 2. I'll send one in like this, and I'll tear the black off of the other one and see what I get. But the next one I have is Justice League number 8. I think I might save this one though and send it through CBCS. Get it signature verified next year when Jim Lee's at Baltimore Comic Con.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so this one might get set aside and saved. And maybe I'll have Jim sign one of his teeth.
Sign
There
the
you go.
DNA cover, Green Arrow number 1. This is just a gorgeous,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous
That's awesome.
book.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I've got a couple more in here. This one I'm getting done for my daughter, Harley Quinn number 10.
Great cover.
Yeah,
That's a great cover.
those are 2 of her favorite characters. So what better than a cover that has them both on it?
Yep.
This one, I love this cover. This is Deceased number 2. This is the B variant.
Oh,
Nice.
great cover.
Yeah, that's happening.
Did you see the Kickstarter thing I sent in the team chat?
I may have briefly looked at it. Oh yeah, the box set or whatever it is.
It's a board game for Deceased.
Yeah, nice.
But it's like $150.
Not so
Ooh.
nice.
But
That's
it
so
comes
nice.
with it's 80 miniature figures in it, and like 120 cards and all this stuff.
This is Jean Grey number 1. This is variant. I think this might be a 1 in 25. I could
love
be
it.
wrong
That's
though.
pretty. I like
Yeah,
that.
but that's getting done. That's happening.
You should you can get that and give it to Kristen, since that's her favorite character.
Negative. I am keeping that for myself. But I'm also keeping this for
Ooh.
myself too.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go, Cassandra.
that's happening. This one
Get
I'm
Tom
getting
Jones
done.
to sign that.
I'm getting this one done too.
Nice.
There you go.
That's the foil 300.
I have one of
variant.
those. I have one of those on my short stack as well.
I thought you already had a slabbed one.
Not the foil.
Oh, okay.
Not the foil. I have the slab regular.
Nice.
Okay. Thanks.
This is the 1 in 10 Conan the Barbarian number 1.
Oh, that's
Well, pretty.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's happening. This I'm getting done for my son. This is his favorite superhero. So
Oh, nice. Hawkeye.
awesome too.
yeah,
Ross,
Yeah, that's cool.
in the classic suit. This I bought this. I was window shopping on this one, and I bought it specifically for the cover, specifically to get slabbed. I think this is the best modern look of Shazam I've seen, and this is issue number 4.
Like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's a wall book all the way. I'm getting this done.
so much fun.
Transformers number 1.
The classic
Right.
superhero pose.
Yeah, that's happening with the cracked windshields. I'm getting the Art Germ variant of Wonder Woman number 1 done.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
I love that cover. Sal, you've already got this. I'm hoping to have a twin. The symbiote Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a happening. I want a 9.8 on that. This is a good White Rabbit cover. This is Batman and Robin number 1, the foil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Willie
yeah.
goodness on that. I like that.
Yeah, that nothing is left to the imagination on that one.
Tim's gonna get that one graded, and then he's gonna get a little stand and have it on his nightstand beside his bed.
I'd take it in the bathroom with me. I don't know. Another Art Germ variant. This is Spider Woman number 1.
Oh, love that.
Getting that one done.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
curves.
If you can't tell already, ladies and gentlemen, I really enjoy Art Germ covers for obvious reasons and for other reasons too, because he's a damn fine artist. He draws women very well. He draws men very well too. But his artwork is, as Uncle Gary says, modern art masterpieces.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what these things are. And I enjoy looking at them. I enjoy having them displayed, and I enjoy the reactions it gets from people when they're like, wow, what is that? That's Art Germ. This is what issue is this? This is Life of Captain Marvel number 4. This is Virgin variant there. I
That's
think
a cool
that's
cover.
the battle lines or whatever it is, Sal.
Yeah, battle line variant. Yep.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's a great portrait of her, so I'm gonna get that done. And then Sal, I think this was one you were inquiring about before. This is the battle lines one for Gamora.
Nice.
Oh, I like it.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's getting done too. Then we have the 1 in 25 Ultimate Invasion number 3.
Oh, that's
Superhero
cool.
pose.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice on that. We have a 1 per store variant of what is this? Fantastic Four number 35, Legacy number 680. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one, see what it does. It's square bound, so it's pretty big.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like
and
that.
that's a 1 per store. So yeah, it's a thick boy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and that's John Romita
That's what she
Jr.
said.
That is.
Girth is everything.
Yes.
Back to Tom Jones.
This is the only San Diego Comic-Con variant I've ever owned, so I want to get this done. This is Conan the Barbarian number 1. Once again, Art Germ, foily goodness.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
San
nice.
Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and I don't live anywhere near San Diego, so there you go.
You know what we have to make happen at Codex
What?
and Conan is, if you notice in the J.G. Jones interview I did, one of the things I asked him was like, is there any character you haven't gotten to work on that you want to? He said Conan.
Ooh.
When I interviewed the writer, J.M. DeMatteis, and I asked him, is there any character you haven't gotten to work on that you want to? He said Conan. So there you go. We got the writer and we got the artist for the book.
Titan, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Everybody start emailing Titan and be like, we got an artist and a writer that want to do a book for this character.
Yeah.
And hope stars do it.
Yep.
Here is I'm almost done, gentlemen. Here's another Battle Lines variant. This is with Mysterio. This is an awesome cover. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man, but I don't know the issue number. I think it's issue 6.
Oh, love
Oh
that.
yeah. That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's
I
cool.
think that is amazing. It's a minor key too, so it has the first appearance of somebody. Sal, this is one that you like. The whole reason why I bought this one was because of you. This is
right.
Predator number 1.
Oh,
Wow,
Nice.
cool.
love it.
Yep, and I
Stand on Avengers
paid
Tower.
$4 for that. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
A little Iron Man helmet trophy.
Yeah. Then we have the reprint of Superman 608.
Yep.
Yep. I have that too. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Oily
going.
goodness.
Like I said, I went through most of my books, not all of them. I have the Batman foil opposite of that I'm going to get done.
Did you get the
So-
Wonder Woman too?
Not yet. I want to, though.
Yeah, I wish
So,
I got the
with-
Superman one because I got the Batman one, and exactly, like it'd be great to get both of them slabbed and have them right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
the Wonder Woman
yep.
fits right between them too.
Yeah, because she's
Oh, I
got
bet she does.
partial day and partial night
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
either side. Here's David Nakamura, DNA, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Superman number 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so
awesome.
cool.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very, very good. And then I got this Supergirl special number 1. This is done by Will Jack. The cover is gorgeous. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
it is.
Beautiful.
That is
Yeah.
good. I think there was a foil cover to that too.
That's
truth.
very possible. I was only able to get that one. These I'm rolling the dice on. These are some pretty big books. So we've got The Incredible Hulk, Future Imperfect number 1.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Great
Yeah.
book.
Yep. And then we can't have one without the other. So we've got number 2.
Nice.
Maestro.
Yep, first appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's his first cover. Then we have Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy number 1. This is the 1 in 25. This is a gorgeous
Oh,
Ooh,
great cover.
Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah,
pose.
that's awesome. I love
That's
that.
real nice.
Yeah. Yep. Then we have Transformers number 1, the 1 in 25 variant, where he's punching through
Oh,
Starscream.
cool.
Giving him the business.
That's right. Letting him know the check's in the mail. Then we have the 1 in 25 Wonder Woman number 1. That right
Oh,
there.
Yep.
Yep,
That's
that's
nice.
happening. And then the last one. This is one of my favorites. This is probably in my very short list of covers of the year. And this is Danny Ketch Ghost Rider number 2. This is the Peach Momoko variant. I
Love
just
it.
think
Mhm.
that cover is
Yeah.
unreal, and I can't wait to get that done.
That is
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. That's my
Nice.
So let
that's
me
my
let me add
stack
something.
of
Yeah.
books I'm gonna roll the dice on. Go ahead, Sal.
So let me add something to the foily goodness ones. When I was at Gary's shop today doing Submission Saturday, we were talking about foils
Ooh,
and those, and he showed me their CGC puts out a book to what's an acceptable flaw and what's a not acceptable flaw.
for
And
foils?
fingerprints, yeah, well, for all books in general,
Okay.
but fingerprints, which show up on foils very easily, is a flaw, and they will ding you for it.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
Wipe
So
it
we
down.
should-
Wipe it down with a soft rag first.
Yes, or a
Yeah.
or a steel wool brush, one of the two.
Wow.
I'm gonna take Sal's advice, Dan. Sorry.
Yes. No, but seriously, the CGC puts out a book, and it actually spells out what's an acceptable flaw and what's not an
Yeah.
acceptable flaw. And
Wow.
and that's fingerprints shows up on the not acceptable list. And
Wow.
those foils, man, they you just barely touching them, and you can see like a handprint
Yep.
from a
Yeah.
mile away.
So, well, okay. I'm gonna make sure and give him a good wipe down before
Yep, or use a rubber glove while handling them. I
I'll
don't
use
tell you.
rubbing alcohol. But
Bleach.
but-
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
got like a microfiber cloth, and
right on.
it should
Yeah, it should.
take
Mhm.
care of it without damaging it.
Right. That's what I have. I use that, and I have this microfiber cloth. But the problem is, you got to hold the book somehow. So I was using like a pencil eraser, tip. I'm trying to wipe the book down to get rid of all the fingerprints, and then I'm like, crap, I got to flip the book over.
That's why, ladies
So,
and
like,
gentlemen, I
trying to use a-
always tell you to get your fingernail clippers.
I was using a backing board to flip the book over. Then of course I knock it on the floor, and I'm like, damn it, I got to pick it up and start all over again.
Well, you can put a board in the front and a board in the back and hold it like a sandwich.
Yeah.
This is like a
Sandwich.
backing board sandwich.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
the easiest thing is to just spray it down with Windex, let it really soak in there to get it off, and then just wipe it off with a paper towel, maybe some Kleenex if there's any little bits that get stuck behind it. Whatever, they'll come off eventually.
There you go.
Yeah, they'll
No.
just dry and just fall right off.
Sal, what do you got, bud? For nothing?
Actually, nothing. Did I
No.
show you guys my slabs from last week? My X-Men slabs?
No.
Did I show you that?
I think you were going to talk about sending those 2 books off to Comic Logic?
Yes. Yeah, so I could do that. That's fine. So yeah, I talked to Kent Hubbs. He is on our codexstation.com page, so check him out under the Friends of Codex section. He's there, and when you click on his picture, it brings up an email to send him, and you can communicate with him that way. So we talked for almost a good, I want to say 30, 45 minutes, easy.
Nice.
And I brought him 3 books, and I'm like, okay, I can do 2 books. That's what I can afford today. Let's make the determination on that. So he looked at the books, and man, he had the high little powered flashlight. He was checking out the corners. He was flipping through the book. He was flipping it over. He was telling me, "Yep, he goes, got some here. You can check this out. This will
Wow.
come out when I press. This will come out if I clean." He goes, "This probably won't come out unless the press helps it or whatever." So he was really thorough in his examination of the books. He really was. He knows his stuff. He does. And
He also gives physicals like that too, if you're interested.
I'm gonna do a hard pass on that one. Thank you very much.
Well, what Sal didn't tell you is the 45 minutes he was talking to him, he left his wife in the car the whole time.
Are you
I
kidding?
did not.
He did that.
I did not.
Don't worry, honey. I'll be in there 5
Well,
minutes.
by the time he got here, she wasn't there. He must have forgot her.
Yeah, I must have left her there, huh? My wife and daughter went to see the movie Wish today, so it gave me a couple of hours of
There
comic
you go.
time. So
Yeah.
I did that. So so then after checking them out, we he has a subscription to Go Collect. So we looked up
Nice.
the values of them, and we both gave an estimation of the grade that it would return at, and then we checked out the price at that grade. And he was like, one of the books I was submitting wouldn't break that high in money wise. And personally, I don't care. Eventually, I will get that one slab, but I passed on it because it needed more work, more cleaning than the other 2.
Mhm.
And the other 2 just ranked a little bit higher. And if you see that video, Tim, you'll know which 2 books I'm talking about. Tim's going to edit a video today because I did the on the spot for the Codex Station,
Yeah.
and that will be on the site next week, hopefully.
Yeah, that'll be up this
Look forward to
coming
seeing it.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
even got Rob in it, you said.
Nice.
Yes,
Yes,
I did. I got
I'll put a lot of work into it. So
Yep. So, just to tell you, Gary, I gave an introduction to where I was. Rob,
Nice.
told me about the submission Saturday. And so I gave you guys a lot of good props because you guys deserve it. You guys got a great
Appreciate
story
it.
going on there, and it wouldn't be fair to not give you any props for that.
Well, let me tell you something. I really appreciate all the love that everybody here on Codex has given Comic Logic. So y'all have been really good to us. So tip of the cap to you. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
all right,
And,
Dan.
and he also gave me a discount on the Avengers book too. So
Hey, there you
See, good things happen. Good things
Yeah,
happen
man.
when we
Yeah, man.
foster them relationships.
Dan, do you have any back issues or anything you want to show off today?
I don't have anything new that I bought. I actually do have 3 books that are at CGC right now. I sent
Which ones?
First Winter Soldier and First Red Hood. I
Oh,
got
nice.
those.
I know you were talking about those before.
Yeah, so I got those, and I didn't get them pressed or anything. I just sent them off, and they get what they
Roll
get.
the dice.
Rolling the dice.
They're the copies that I bought when they came out, and I bought them, I read them, put them in the bag and board, and they've been sitting there for, however many years later.
So what grades are you thinking they're going to get?
I mean, it'll be somewhere in the 9s. I didn't examine them too closely. I just kind of looked at the spines, and I was like, all right, there's no bends on it. There's no tears. There's no dings on the spine. So, I'm, when I read my books, I don't know how you guys do it. I kind of hold them like this when I'm reading it. And, so, and then they've been packed in the,
Sapphire says, didn't expect us to be on this week with the holiday. Guess what, Sapphire?
What's up,
It is
Sapphire?
It's a rogue
Yeah.
show, and
We
we
didn't
are
expect
given to the people. We knew that there'd be a yearning, there'd be a void, there'd be a chasm that needed to be filled, and we're all about filling chasms.
That's right.
We're
So
there for people. We are
open
there.
up and say,
Yes.
Dan,
People
continue.
need some stress relief from the holidays. We're that stress relief.
That's right. We're that stress relief.
We are horrible, dirty old men is what we are, but
Yes,
we're okay with that.
Yes, we are.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
So do I.
What's that Facebook thing? You want to complain about it? I'm in this photo. I don't like this.
Oh, we'll get into a topic of conversation here in a
Okay,
second. And
sorry.
it's all
Go ahead,
about
Dan.
comments from people on our shorts.
Okay.
What does he say? My stress relief is adding the latest comics to my new online store. Well, there you
There you
go.
go,
There you
buddy.
go.
Everybody has to
There you go.
wind down some way, and that is yours. That's wonderful.
Very good, Adam.
Awesome.
All right, Dan, continue. Sorry about that.
Oh, I was saying just the books, they essentially the pressing where they're just in the, they're pressed by being in the long box, just
Mhm.
compressed.
Pressed with another cover.
I mean, what did they come out 10 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, something like that.
So I sent those two off because I had the credit they gave me at CGC. So I sent those off, and I just checked on it tonight, and it says they are scheduled for grading. So
That fast.
Yeah.
well, I sent them off. I sent them off week before last, so it's about on the timeline they say for
Wow.
20 days.
But
Because
still,
I didn't pay for fast track.
yeah,
That's
but still,
great.
they're doing really good on that
Yeah.
turnaround time.
They are moving.
So I got those two done, and I'll say it's safe to say on here because my dad's not going to watch this. I said as
This is the one episode he does watch.
He
Yeah,
watches the I think he watches the interviews that I do because he'll text me on those, be like, good interview. I'm like, all right, cool. So I sent off, since I registered as a CGC artist, I sent off my first sketch cover that I did to get graded, and I did that Rocketeer one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because my dad's not a comic fan, but he likes the
He is
Rocketeer
your
because
fan.
because yeah. And he always supports my art and is encouraging with it, and he likes the Rocketeer. Not he hasn't read the comics, but he likes the movie, and we watched that when I was a kid. So I thought that would be a good one to get graded first. So when I get that one back, I'm going to give that to him. I got another thing for him for Christmas, and then I'm going to give that to him as well.
There
Nice.
you go. All right, Uncle Gary, do you have a showcase this week?
Well, I've got back issues too.
Right on. Let's do that.
Last week, somebody went to a shop show, but before I get to
Oh, that's right. I want to see the stuff from Frederick.
Sal already saw them. Sal
I
came
got
by.
a sneak preview.
Yeah, he got a sneak peek. But before I do that, I gotta show my two newest books came in the door courtesy of Sal. So there we go. There's that great Batman Trick or Treat variant, and I love the Scarecrow in the background. It's just great.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome.
So Sal, my man, thank you. And then this, I didn't expect this. He walks in the door and gives me the Chamber of Chills 11 that he got. That he showed off a few weeks ago. And look how sweet that copy is.
Wow.
Look at those edges. Oh my God, Sal. Thank you, my friend.
No problem. And let's all take a guess. How much did I pay for that book?
$1.
I'm stunned at what it was.
$3.
Dan?
I already know.
All right. Well, you guys are incorrect. It was $2.
Damn, we were right.
$2.
I mean,
wins it though. He goes closest without going over.
Look, this book in the wild, I would have easily paid 15 or more for because it's in such great shape. So they're selling that in an insane price.
Wow, that's great.
So I got a Foily Goodness book that was a little recent, but look at that.
Yeah,
that's great.
That was the one I wanted. I just didn't want to pay like $15 for it.
Yeah, I paid. That's what I paid for it. But look at with the, especially with the being the water of the pool, it really looks good with the foil shimmering.
So the title
floaties all taped together.
The title looks like it's underwater because it's all wavy as well.
Yep,
that's cool.
That's great.
And I got this, a buddy of mine. That's the other one I needed from the Trick or Treat covers.
And is that Audrey too that she's holding?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So now those are complete. I got a book that will that I sent Archduke Kevy a picture of and made him jealous.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So that's Strange Adventures in 190, I think. That's
a great cover. That's a great condition.
So this is the first Animal Man in costume.
Wow.
So first appearance is 179, and I'm not sure how many appearances he had before he comes in costume. So that I don't know. But 190 is the first costume Animal Man.
Wow,
so,
that's great.
I got the Marvel 2-in-1 Annual 3.
Oh, that's cool.
I also got Marvel 2-in-1 Annual 6.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah.
So with these two, that completes all the annuals I needed for it. There were 6 annuals. Now, once I get Marvel 2-in-1 38, it's the Thing and Daredevil. That completes the 100 issue set plus the 7 annuals, and I'll be done. So
Wow.
one issue away. X-Force issue I just missed. I didn't pick up.
That's a cool cover.
So that's
check
a
out
really
the blood on his fist.
I know, isn't that great? So
Wow.
you don't want to get fisted by Colossus.
Definitely not.
Not unless you're into it.
Shadowcat, anyone?
Yeah. Well, with all that blood, that person wasn't into it, obviously. Yeah. Weren't prepared. Marvel Team Up 6, a beautiful copy of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Spider-Man and the Thing.
That the way Spidey's head is turned in that, it looks like someone snapped his neck.
It does.
It does. It does. Well, that's an Exorcist Spidey.
There you go.
Yep, he's spinning around. I got a War is Hell 11.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Death
That is
in
awesome.
the Frozen North.
So War is Hell 9 is an expensive book. I don't know if it's not expensive now, but anyway, they were saying that this is the first appearance of Death, the Thanos Death character, and it's bullshit. This is just the kind of the host they had for this. This is like their version of Weird War. It's not the same character, but 9 jumped up because of that.
Wow.
And they're saying it's the first appearance of Death, which is crap.
Well, I mean, those books don't hold any weight in Marvel continuity.
No, they don't.
Yeah, so.
That's a great Kang cover.
Yeah.
This book has gotten a little more expensive lately because of the Kang cover.
Wow.
So that's number 10.
The possibility of actually seeing that on screen is getting greater and greater, too.
I don't know. They keep talking about all these rumors that they're going to dump Kang.
Because of majors,
Yeah.
No, they won't do it. Too much
I
has
don't
been
know.
invested.
So far from Kang, we've seen him in Ant-Man get his butt kicked by Ant-Man. We've seen him in Loki get his butt. Like every time he's appeared, it's been anticlimactic because he appears and then he gets his butt kicked. Like, how am I supposed to take this guy seriously? Every time he shows up so far, he loses.
Well, there you go.
We'll see.
He's going to be Marvel's version of Dr. Light if he keeps at it.
There you go.
I got a Ghost Rider 7.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider 7.
Is that a Gerber bagging board?
No, that's it's a Mylar that makes it so shiny. They will get Gerber bagged and boarded, though.
That's nice.
That will happen to it. But that's just the Mylar made it a little extra shiny.
That's
cool.
That's
Ghost Rider 7. Mylar 2, Ghost Rider 8.
Nice. Oh, that's a cool cover.
That is a cool cover. I like that.
So are you working on that series?
Well, now that I've got 7 and 8, I'm 5 away from complete run.
Oh, nice.
I think the earliest issue I have of that run is issue 5. 5 or 3, one of the two.
Very nice. Very nice. That's
I was lucky to get that.
Dark on the cover.
Sergeant Rock 304.
Nice.
Beautiful copy.
Yeah, it is.
So I got
that's issue 5, Gary. Issue 5.
Oh, issue 5. Very nice. I'm not sure. I may not have 5. So I needed Sergeant Rock 304, 320, and 323 to have 240 up. So, so this was one of the.
Is that Joe Kubert?
That is Joe Kubert, without a doubt. Yeah.
Because of you, I'm starting to be more familiar with his cover artwork.
Oh, listen, Kubert, his Hawkman, his Rock, his he did horror covers, his Tarzan. Oh man, his Tarzan work is so good. I'll do that as a showcase one day. Because I'll do his Tarzan covers. I'll make sure you're on for that one, Tim. His Tarzan covers. So I have 2 other copies of this, but I've been looking for a great copy of this.
Oh, that is a good one.
So this is the 297. On my old school comic cover of the week that I do on my Opie Taylor Facebook page that I've been doing for 3 years, this is the only cover I ever repeat, and it gets repeated every Memorial Day. It says, me and Easy made it back, but this is what it cost. And he's holding up the dog tags. One of them's got a bullet hole in it, and these are, that grim look on his face. So I always do that for Memorial Day. And I put this as a Memorial Day cover for Comic Character of the Day. And if I'm still doing the covers next year, I'll repeat it again. And this will always get repeated.
And that's
So,
a newsstand copy too.
yes, it is. And it is
Wow.
beautiful. And again, I don't know. I've not seen a more poignant cover that deals with the sacrifice of the guys, you know, of what it does cost. So that to me, that's a special book to me. So I was happy to finally find one in really nice shape. You know, I have an okay one, I have one that's bad, but now I got a really nice one.
Nice.
Unknown Soldier with asshole Hitler on the cover.
Was that a British general or something like that?
Looks like a Prussian general to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks Prussian that he's putting the medal onto. And it's an old Iron Cross that he's given him. Cool GI combat.
Ooh.
And
the colors just pop on that one.
Yeah. What is that? 91, 113. 113.
Wow.
So GI Combat 113. These covers are so good.
I've got a book over there. It's by Roy Thomas, Superman: The War Years, 1939 to 1945. It's got like 20 issues from Action Comics and Superman. It's always sat on my bookshelf. I never really thumbed through it, but I'm going to now.
Cool
Seeing
stuff.
all that stuff, yeah.
Come on. Dinosaur eating a submarine.
Oh,
how awesome is that? How awesome is that?
Yep. So for about 30 issues or 35 issues, Star Spangled War Stories had dinosaur covers.
Wow.
And they're so cool. So I probably have about half a dozen of them. So I'm going to just pick them up here and there when the deals are good and get them, because how cool is that, right?
Yeah.
I was watching Kong Skull Island before I got on here, so that fits right in with that.
Okay. So my goal with Action is to be 260 or 250 up, and I'll stop. So here's a Action, still a 10 center. That's Action 262 that I needed. So that's getting there. I mean, I have some before this, like I have 252, which is the first Supergirl. Now, if we look at this one, her skirt is red. So I think that was just a miscoloration.
What was it before? Blue?
It was blue.
Oh, okay.
With red boots, red cape.
Yeah.
So this is a precursor of the outfit to come.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it was nice enough shape. Let's see. I got
who knows? Maybe they saw that miscoloring and been like, "Hey, that looks pretty good. Maybe we should do that."
Yeah.
Maybe so. This is the highest number detective I needed. This is 278.
Nice.
Wow.
So this isn't a Gerber bag. This is the highest
cover.
Yeah, highest number detective I needed. So now my run is 278 up. So detective, like Action, will be 250 up is where I'll stop at. So I'm getting there.
But will you stop there, or if you see
unless
something?
It's a key issue with a cool cover.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to try to go. Getting to 200 is just pretty damn tough, you know.
Yeah.
Because this right here, this book is from 61. So, you know, so when I stop at 250 up for those books, I'll be in 58 or 59 up. You know,
that is incredibly respectful at that numbering too, to have the current.
I mean, considering those books are over 1,000 issues.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So so my run now is Detective 278 to whatever number we're on. So it's almost an 800 issue run complete. And my Superman and Batman's, I will be 100 up on those.
Yeah.
That I'll have complete. You know, everything. And I do have other issues beyond that. Like my oldest detective is 44. My oldest Action is 50. My oldest Superman is 10. My oldest Batman is 15. So I will have other copies there, but it'll be a sporadic cover that I want or something. Yeah. But I will not try to complete them. That is a fool's errand. I mean, if I had unlimited money, sure.
Yeah.
He won't try to complete them until 5 years from now when he looks at it and he's like, you know, I've got 15 issues between 200 and 250. I guess I'll try and get the rest of them.
Well,
pick them up sporadically.
Depends on what kind of windfall I have, my friend. That's a lot of cheddar there, baby. This is an issue of the Immortal Hulk. It went 50 issues. For whatever reason, I missed number 43. So I've been looking for this for a while. UFOs cover, Alex Ross. So
That's good cover.
it's good
was a
cover.
cool
I'm happy
series.
to finally finish that, man.
Yeah.
So,
That was such a cool series.
yep. So now I'm going to show you a World's Finest from about 1960.
Nice.
And I showed this to Sal today. It's number 118. It looks like it just came off the rack.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a pretty cover. That is really good shape.
wow.
Look at those colors, dude. My fellas, look at that. I mean,
Excuse me.
and that's
My guess is that's a 9-0, solid 9-0, easy.
You think so?
Yep.
Wow.
There's a little bit. There's a little
There's a little bit on the corner up there.
on that
Yeah,
corner,
that rounding right there.
but that
No
that
spine
is-
ticks? No color breaking spine ticks?
nope.
No, not that I could see.
What
Nope.
I can tell, what I think is interesting on a lot of these older books is you'll notice like there's not a lot of detail on like the superhero ones like that. There's not a lot of detail in the background. It's just like a solid bright color to make it like really grab your eye off of the when it's on the rack.
Gary, real quick, bring up that Immortal Hulk issue.
You know what?
Brian
was something
says
with
that
too. Yep.
yeah, Brian's a friend of mine. He thinks that the Immortal Hulk issue right there is the recalled issue. Sal, can you do some due diligence on that and check for sure?
That may be why I
Sure.
missed it. That may be why I missed
What issue
it.
number is that?
43.
You got it.
All right.
Yep. So very good. Thank you for that info. I think that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it was because of the art that he did on the window.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, how cool, right?
Right.
I
That
just
is
love the colors. Love the colors.
Yep,
yeah, that's amazing.
That's the one. That's the
118. This is the last 10-cent World's Finest. So that
Wow.
would have put this as 1961. That's when they changed over. So
What
that's
a
121.
cover.
That's 3 issues later.
That is unsettling. And I know it's intended to be that way, but
Yeah.
Lord.
Got a World's Finest Joker cover that I still needed.
Oh, I like that.
I'm about 20 issues away from having World's Finest 100 up, which is
Okay.
kind of cool.
Nice.
So answer me this. What's the deal with the checkers going across the top?
Go checks. This is just the line. This is probably 67.
Okay.
This is 67. The whole DC line had these. It makes them identifiable in the spinner racks.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was just something that set the DC books apart from anybody else. And
Wow.
so they're called the go-go checks.
There you
You know,
go.
looking like a the race car,
Yeah.
the
Finish line.
The finish line. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what those were for.
Okay.
Sapphire said he went to the show, but he only picked up 2 books.
No, I didn't. Adam, did I see you there? I don't know that I did.
Yeah, he said he left with half.
Oh, he's there. So that's why I didn't
Yeah,
see him.
got 2 comics, but it's not my type of show or prices I want to pay.
Yeah, well, Sapphire's got a lot of the newer stuff, the cooler variants, stuff like that. Yeah, this is the older vintage books. And so here's another Joker cover. So,
That's
Oh, is that Luther too?
yes, it is.
Wow.
But again, it's like it's a bright colored, solid, almost solid background to make the
That is very reminiscent of what I'm reading right now, Dan. Salvation Run.
Mhm.
And
Salvation Run's so good.
them
Yeah.
two are kicking the snot out of each other. Like the part I'm at right now is where Joker just reinvaded Luther's camp to steal all their shit. And he
Now-
kicked, yeah.
I
Now,
did
I
a review
didn't
of that.
I didn't have a specific showcase, but I can just reach over, grab a stack, and
So I got to
see
re-record it.
what's there.
Gary, go ahead and do that. While you're doing that, we will go ahead and once again. Oh, Sal, go for it, man.
I got the information that is the recalled issue.
Okay.
It was due to anti-Semitic stuff that was
Okay.
actually in there. So they probably removed it and came out with another print and made it look like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, that was due to some anti-Semitic imagery.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All
which
right.
he said was a mistake because he was writing the word that he was writing was in a jewelry store window and it was backwards, and that's why he said he messed it up. So
Come
you
on.
know,
That's right. That's right. I remember that
because
now.
he missed one letter in.
It
He
looks
missed
like Jew.
one letter in writing
Yeah.
jewelry.
Yeah.
Now, Sapphire's
You have
got a
to
good
check it and
point
see- You have
here.
to check and see if you got the recalled one or not.
Sapphire says that if he were to collect a full run, he'd focus on Catwoman. I hear that. I'm working on volume 1 of Catwoman right now. I think I'm a little over halfway through with that.
I'm actually working on my X-Men run. Gary, how's your X-Men run?
Oh man, so your X-Men run Unbroken is where? Is from what?
98 up.
98 up. That's
You know,
very good. Mine is it's from 1 up. That's right. It's from 1 up.
I am catching up to
I
you,
love
Sal.
that.
You're at
Sal,
98 up.
yeah.
I'm at 143
Sal
and
teed
up.
it up for me. We had talked about
Yeah.
this today earlier. Sal
Always.
teed it. Yep. Yeah,
I'm close to.
yeah, that's right. Mine starts at 1.
143 is pretty respectable, though.
It is.
From
That is very
143
respectable.
forward, it's unbroken.
I'm
it's-
close to my. It's not as impressive as that. I'm close to my complete run of X Factor. There's like 2 books I need, and they're not worth anything. It's just 2 books from later on in the series when, for whatever reason, I
It's a
didn't.
matter of finding them.
Yeah, it's just they're just like cheap books. I just gotta
Yeah.
find copies in dollar bins.
The-
And it's just for whatever reason I missed them when I was reading the series when it came out. And same thing for New Mutants. So 3 issues away, 2 issues in the main series, and then they did a winter special that I need.
Nice.
I guess the runs that look, I got complete FF and Spider-Man and all that, and those are great. But the ones I think are the most impressive is I have a complete run of Brave and the Bold and Showcase.
Yeah.
If money is not an object, right? You can complete Spider-Man, you can complete Avengers, you can complete X-Men, but the mid-50s DC books are hard as hell to find.
Yeah.
To get the complete run of Showcase and Brave and the Bold. And the first 24 issues of Brave and the Bold are like Viking Prince and Robin Hood and Shining Knight and these characters all that. Man, they are hard as hell to find. So, they're hard. And you want to talk about if you try to put together a Rex the Wonder Dog set and see if you can find those books. Only went like 43 issues. Good luck. Good luck finding them.
Wow.
I think 3 or 4. I think it's 4 of Rex that's a big deal because it's the first Detective Chimp. So
okay.
That is the issue that is really is pricey there. So if you want, I just grab the stack and we see what's in this.
I was gonna say real quick, since
Yep.
you brought up, the if price isn't an option. I think it was the last episode of this, we had the, if price isn't an option, what's your grail? So price not an option. If you could complete a full run of any title, where it's not one like where you would get it to sell it, just you would complete it to have it in your collection, what would be the complete run? What series would you want a complete run of?
All-Star.
Okay. Sal?
All-Star.
I would probably go with Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice. I'm not going to say Uncanny X-Men. I think it's a toss-up between Justice League of America or Avengers.
Wow.
One of the two.
I would say Captain America, but there was like the series when it started at 1 and then ended, and then it didn't. He picked up from 100 and went on. So that I would want something that was like a clearer 1 until whatever.
Well, the Captain America picked up from Tales of Suspense.
Yeah, from Tales of Suspense. But I'm saying but it didn't have if you were doing a complete run of that, it would start at 100, and then his other book for that. So yeah, I would want like a very long complete run. So I would probably go. So that's why Cap wouldn't be in it. So I would probably go either X-Men or Avengers.
Dude, the original Cap 1 through 77. That's a hell of a run to have.
Yeah, that is. But I just think, if I'm having a complete run, I want like a complete run of a book that's in the hundreds.
Well, look, All-Star only went 57 issues. I'd love to have those 57 issues.
Yeah.
That's all Golden Age stuff too. Yeah.
That's all Golden Age, absolutely. So same with that Captain America run. That's all
Yeah.
that's all Golden Age. So I mean, All Star would be great, just because 3 means so much to me. But yeah, sure, it'd be cool to say you have every issue of Action or Detective or Adventure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be easy to say, oh yeah, every complete run of Action, because then you have the first Superman.
Well,
I think we all desire a complete run of Darkhawk. That's just a given.
but it's hard as hell to get the first 26 issues of Detective Comics.
Yeah.
Because what happens with these Golden Age books? Okay, the Batman books, there's some out there because Batman covers were so cool, and for a while they alternated. It was the odd numbers. It was 27, 31, 33, 35, 37. And then they realized Batman was what was selling that book, and every cover became a Batman cover. But those issues without Batman on the cover are much harder to find. But the ones where he was at least in there or had the headshot of him, people kept. But before that, there are not as many out there because there wasn't as a dynamic reason to keep those books.
Yeah.
Because of Batman. But man, those first 26 issues of Detective, good luck there, man.
Well, and the people that have them they're not selling them.
No, DC. So we've had this philosophically, me and Damien, sometimes I talk. I think DC collectors are more nostalgic,
Mm-hmm.
and they hold on to these books till they die. Marvel collectors, I think, are a little more transient and will sell books, to buy books, to do this. As far as, I'm talking about the Marvels that started in the 60s when it became Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that about the
Timely and Atlas.
The Timely and the Atlas. That's a whole nother collection, and people are holding those too. But those old Golden Age books and things like that, man, we hold them and hoard them and don't let them go. And
because once you let them go, the chances of you
back.
seeing it again are
So I know we've talked on here about how a year ago I traded my Ultimate Fallout, my first Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I traded the first Spider-Gwen, and I traded, I think, the first Ariana to Damien. And the Miles was only a 9.4, so it wasn't like the 9.8. Wasn't the highest one, right? But I traded those to him for House of Mystery 1. Okay? House of Mystery 1, to me, means so much more.
Yeah.
And if I really, really want one of those other books,
you can get it
go buy
again.
one.
Yeah.
House of Mystery 1, good luck. Go find it.
I think I'd have done that trade too.
Absolutely.
Because the House of Mystery 1 is impossible to get a hold of.
Yeah, we're talking about a 1955 book, I believe it was.
Yeah.
You don't see it. This was one of the nicest copies Damien ever seen, and he's a dealer, and it just doesn't come up. So I'm much happier having that House of Mystery 1. Yeah. I think Miles is cool. I liked it, and that's one of the most important modern keys we have, but doesn't hold a candle to me to what House of Mystery means to me. And I think it's a 6.0 House of Mystery I got too.
Wow.
Or 5.0 or 6.0, but looks fantastic. And I showed it to you because it's got the woman running with the wolves.
Yep.
Wanda was a werewolf, but those Golden Age books, those they're just hard to find, and you don't see them. And when you have an opportunity, you go for it sometimes.
Well, Gary,
I got that first Miles. I would trade it for a House of Mystery 1.
And you're not even a horror guy on that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even that. But if I was able to, like you said, the first Miles is, it's a nice modern key. But even with that, like I would rather have those classic older keys than modern ones.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go ahead and get right into that showcase.
Let's just see things we just grabbing a stack or two that I had there.
Yep.
There's a cool Phantom Stranger. Neil Adams cover. What number is that? It's 8.
How many issues did that series run? It wasn't
43.
Yeah.
Or 33. It's 33 or 43. Let's see.
Those covers are really a product of their time, and it shows because of the amount of immense detail that is put into those.
Yeah. Let me tell you, when this goes in a Gerber bag, it's going to be spectacular. The Stranger up there is really cool. The shadow. So This is an upgrade. I just haven't incorporated it into what I have. So that's an upgrade. So it went 43 issues. Here's number 40.
That's
Wow.
Dead Man. Yep. Nice.
Yep. With Deadman, that's an Aparo cover.
There's a few issues of that are reasonable, early ones from that series that are very reasonably priced on eBay. That as soon as they get through Christmas and have a little extra cash, I'm gonna start picking those up.
Phantom Stranger, those 43 issues can be collected. Now, a thing that I covet that I don't have is the volume 1 of Phantom Stranger, mid-50s, 6 issues. They are rare, scarce, and expensive.
Wow.
So only with 6 issues, man, they are tough. So I would love to have those. Ghost Capsule 1.
That's nice. That's nice. I have to say, you turned me on to Aparo's artwork and covers, because I picked up a lot of other Aparo stuff too.
I got Joe Kubert. You got Jim Aparo. That's amazing.
Well, so you know what, fellas, this is what I love and about you giving me the forum for this, is to introduce other people and you all to some of these great artists that, maybe you just weren't as, because
recognize,
it's not modern, you don't see. But Kubert and Aparo are two of the greats. Two of the greats, fellas. Absolutely.
Well, it's like when I go into shops and stuff now, Sal, and I'm sure you're the same way. Like whenever I see Joe Kubert work, I'm like, I know that now. Like I knew it before, but now I'm really paying attention to it. And
your eyes trained for it.
Yep.
And that's one of the cool things. I can go and I can see these covers, and I'm pretty good about knowing exactly who drew it. Just by looking at it.
Well, some of them, all the guys sign their cover for the most part. Sign their covers. But Kubert's one that usually signs it like very prominently. Where if you look at it for like a couple seconds, you'll find his signature. Other guys, sometimes it gets difficult, and some of them like try and incorporate the signature into the cover, which makes it even harder.
Well, which is cool, but it's also, I can look at him without seeing the signature and know who it is. So, like Nick Cardy is another one. Now, this is Mike Grill. He's another one that's got a great signature that he puts on books. And this is that great story I did the decoding panels on.
Yeah,
I am in the middle of working on both of those as we speak. Well, not like right now, but I am working on those, and those will be sent to Jamie before the end of next week.
That's the Perez Avengers 160. My
That's
favorite.
A great book.
If we ever do standalone issues, this would be in my Mount Rushmore of standalone issues. Love that book.
Do you want to do that for decoding panels?
Yeah, at some point. But man, I tell you what, decoding panels takes so much time.
It does.
So we'll see what I have. A really cool scout cover.
Ooh,
Tim
that's
Truman.
nice. Cool. I like that.
Great cover.
That is a great cover. Here's Scout 2. He signed. This is signed by Truman on the inside.
Wow.
Nice.
So love Tim Truman's work. He's also a co-creator of Grimjack. So Strange Adventures 167, just a cool.
Oh, Gorko the Night Creature.
Yep. I just love that one.
That's Tim's nickname too.
It is.
The Night Creature.
When he's out prowling the mean streets of Tennessee.
That's right.
In there.
Anybody over the age of 65.
Oh, who's that guy? Come on, get rid of that. That's whatever. That's a whatever cover.
That's a dollar bin.
It was in a random stat. And look, I'll tell you a secret. This isn't even my good copy. This is my backup copy.
Oh my god.
Pretty good looking, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
When you gave me the issue 9, I was like, oh, maybe I'll try and get this whole series. And I looked at some of the price, like, oh, that's not bad. And I looked at issue 1. I'm like, oh, maybe I won't try and get the whole series.
Yeah, they price it. Get them when you can.
Ooh,
here's a showcase 33. So Aquaman got was the lead in Showcase became a tryout magazine where if the book sold well, you got your own book.
His title card is bigger than the actual title of the book.
Mm-hmm. But that's what Showcase was doing at the time. It's like Flash elevated out of that, Green Lantern. Aquaman got 4 issues, so this was 33, and then he got the number 1 after this. What do I have here? Another one.
Wow.
There you go.
I had to buy
jail time, huh?
Which one did I have to buy? I had to buy this one because this one, which is so sweet, why would you upgrade that? Why do I have to upgrade this? I don't need to upgrade that. Has a subscription crease on it. That's all.
Hey there, I can see it fold in the middle. You can see it right on the.
Yeah.
That's the
black.
subscription
Yeah.
crease. So when you would order them in mail, a lot of times they would be creased like that. The problem with this book was not that crease. I could live with that. It's got no back cover.
Ah!
And the problem was buying one that was going to look this good was going to hurt a little bit. But my buddy Dave Wolf, he had $85 on this. He let me have it for $45.
Wow.
Bad.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
Funny.
yeah, so I let
deal.
him. So he made it possible. Here's a Spectre. This is Showcase again.
Yeah.
So
With
this
the
is an
go-go
upgrade.
checks up top.
Yep. So look, see the and see the Showcase how small it is. But the Spectre, this was the fourth issue of the Spectre getting a tryout, and then he got his own magazine from there. So this is an upgrade on the copy I have. Brave and the Bold also did some tryout stuff. This is 61.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Isn't that great?
That is
Starman and Black Canary.
Yeah,
So
that's
this is
awesome.
also an upgrade for me. So I just haven't taken the
the origins of Starman and Black Canary too. That's cool.
Yep, and the Mist. So I
Yeah,
have,
that's cool.
and so I just haven't swapped them out yet. Swapped the other ones out yet. All right. So this is Brave and the Bold. This is the issue. It continues the story a little bit. This is 62.
Wow. And that's
Yes.
for Silver Age of Wildcat Huntress and Sportsmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's the Sportsmaster? Is he like betting on football or something?
Yeah, he was a gambler.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
He always used sporting equipment as his motif.
He's Casey Jones before Casey Jones.
Yes,
There you
there you go. That's a great analogy. Good job. Here's a Sea Devils.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
cool cover.
I like
A
that.
lot of the Sea Devils are tone covers, and my God, they are beautiful. That's number 20.
That's a lot of color.
Yeah.
This was the last issue I needed. It only went 35 issues.
Wow.
And this was the last one I needed, and I got a beater to hold the place, and then I got a better copy, so that'll replace that. My Hero, Rod Serling. Here's a Twilight Zone
Ooh.
book.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Gold Key.
I love the gold key stuff. Those are paintings that they
Yeah,
Yes.
those covers
Oh,
were awesome.
I heard a stat about Twilight Zone. I'll bring it up after you're done.
Okay. Boris Karloff.
Look at that. Man.
Book.
That's awesome. Look at
Gold
that shadow.
Key. Yep. And all right, just for fun, part of the other stack I got was some Ghost Riders.
Look
Oh,
at
nice.
that. That's a
There's a
number 4. Wow.
That's number 4. Number 6.
So you are missing number 5.
I think I am missing number 5.
Wow.
Yep. I'll get it.
That's such a cool picture with his transformation.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
to Ghost Rider, that middle one.
Yep. Yep.
Looks like the guy from Phantasm almost.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Wow.
Oh
And
yeah.
again, these are going to look spectacular when I put them in the Gerber bags. So when I get them all, that'll be the fun project when I put them in the nice bags
Wow.
to make them sparkle. This one is in a Gerber bag.
Yes.
That's great.
Damn orb. Stupid orb.
I posted a random panel of the day a while ago with him where he's like sitting in hell and he's like, "Oh, old orb here in hell. I guess I have all the time to talk as I want." And you see Mephisto just sitting there like, "Oh, I got to stand next to this idiot for eternity now."
Yeah, Uncle Gary, for the Ghost Rider Volume 1, I only have 4 issues. I have number 5, 22, 59, and 70.
Nice.
Those are the only ones I got.
Yeah, the highest number one I need is either 11 or 13. I think it's 13.
Oh, wow.
Here's number 50, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
a cool
great.
one.
With the original Ghost Rider,
Yeah.
who was renamed Knight Rider.
And then
Right.
went to Phantom Rider.
Yeah, they went to Phantom Rider. So only a couple more, and then we'll be done. Here's a Ghost Rider Werewolf by Night.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
that's
that
their
was-
first interaction?
Yep.
Wow.
I guess it is. It says meets Werewolf by Night, so
Yeah.
maybe it is.
Yeah.
And Tattermelon. Early
Excuse me. Sorry.
early Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel
Oh,
2 and
that's
1.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And again, when I'm almost ready to put those in the nice bag, since I almost have them all. There's a 13 thing in Power Man.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. So really cool. And then, last but not least, Tim's guide. Thing
Oh,
and Moon Knight.
nice.
Wow. 2-in-1. The Thing and Moon Knight. That's an early Moon Knight appearance.
Yeah.
That is an early Moon Knight appearance.
Yeah.
So,
With the fierce villain Cross.
Crossfire. First appearance, Crossfire.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So, that's just random stack that's sitting next to me that I could grab.
Sometimes that's the coolest stacks to see is those random stacks of books because you get a wide range of all kinds of different titles and a bunch of different artists that like Sal and I, you guys can get attached to and enjoy and train your eyes to see as well.
Yes.
His
much.
random stacks that he's got sitting there are much nicer than like a random stack that I would grab.
I've got I showed you my random stack.
Y'all ain't no.
I think he
y'all
does it
aren't
on
any
purpose.
slouches.
He does it on purpose. You know, you go over to Gary's house and he's just like, oh, I just randomly happen to have X-Men 1 through 10 right there.
Well,
Just right there.
I didn't even know you were coming over, Sal. What a
Yeah,
coincidence.
exactly.
But what
Well,
was
you know,
like the silver?
I do it now to screw with them a little bit, but the first time when I had that Silver Surfer 4 in there,
yeah.
I didn't know that was in there.
I picked up
Like,
the stack,
oh my god! Oh my
and it was
God.
like some random book, some random like $5 book on top, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" I pick up the stack and move that, and I'm like, "You just have this randomly sitting here in a stack, like on the edge of your table, with some like, nothing kind of book sitting on top." What is this?
Yeah.
Sal, you had that thought about Twilight Zone?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so do you remember the episode with Shatner in the airplane?
Nightmare at 20,000 feet.
Nightmare 20,000 feet.
There's
Do you know that
something I'm wondering.
airplanes used to call that seat the Shatner seat?
Oh,
Oh,
I did not know that till maybe a month ago or so. I saw that,
great.
but they refer to that particular seat as the Shatner seat.
that is awesome. And that one is famous. He was in another episode that I think he was even better in called no, it wasn't Nick of Time. It was God, I can't remember the name of it. It might have been Nick of Time. He goes to a diner and he's got a lot of
I know what you're
he's
talking
got a lot
about.
of issues, self-confidence issues, and it's got one of these little fortune-telling devils, and he keeps putting money in and getting fortunes. He's trying to get a new job, and he's with his wife, and it drives him completely nuts that everything that he's going to do is relying on what this little fortune gives him, and he keeps pumping money into it. Oh man, it might have been Nick of Time, but it was a great episode. Twilight Zone is my favorite TV show of all
Yes,
time.
you are right. It is Nick of Time.
Nick of Time. Oh,
Yep.
it is.
And then
it
Nightmare
is
at 20,000 feet.
Nightmare 20,000 feet.
Yeah.
phenomenal. Matter of fact, Kurt, who you met today, we were doing a Twilight Zone club at his house. We would meet once a month, and I would curate 4 episodes, and we would
Ooh.
show these episodes, and we would talk about them and all that. And it was introducing them to people that had never seen them before. And you see these episodes, and they're reminiscent of movies or television shows you've seen, and people are realizing, oh, hey, this is the precursor. When you look at lists of the greatest TV shows of all time, this is like the only golden age show that still makes it, and it's because of how influential it is.
Let's not forget The Outer Limits, where Twilight Zone had more of the horror and suspense elements. The Outer Limits was heavy sci-fi.
Yep.
Leonard Nimoy did several episodes of The Outer Limits. That was my favorite black and white show when I was a kid growing up.
Leonard Nimoy also did Twilight Zone. Shatner did a couple.
DeForest Kelly, I believe, was even in one of the 2 series.
Scotty was in one.
George Takei might have done Twilight Zone 2. Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, that was one that got pulled. It was because because there were racial overtones, but where a World War II vet and got into it, had a fight over a sword that was taken as a souvenir, from a World War II vet, and he was having some issues with him being Japanese, and it was just it was a tough episode, but that
Look,
you know,
let me ask you this: did any episode of Twilight Zone end happy or successful for that main character?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
because all the ones I remember, it does not.
Okay,
Not often.
so one of my so my favorite episode is called Requiem for a Trumpet. Jack Klugman was in 4 episodes. Are you all familiar with Klugman?
Not offhand.
Okay, he was on the TV show The Odd Couple. He played
Okay.
Oscar
Okay.
Madison.
Yeah.
He was on Quincy MD, where he played a medical examiner for a long time. Fabulous, fabulous actor. Requiem for a Trumpet. He's a trumpet player. He's down on his luck, and he hawks his trumpet. And this is his way of life. And he's down on his luck, and he's done. And he's got some issues with drinking. And a truck's coming. He jumps out in front of the truck, and the truck hits him.
Ooh.
So he wakes up though, and he's up and he's walking around, and people aren't acknowledging him, and he doesn't understand. And he finds out that he's in a state between life and death,
Like purgatory.
like purgatory. And so he has a chance to get back, but he doesn't know how he can get back. And he's drawn to the sound of beautiful trumpet playing. And a great character actor named John Anderson is playing a character in a tux, and he's blowing the trumpet. And they start talking about the music, and you know, it's a wonderful episode. And through their talk of their love of music, Klugman, he decides he's not ready to give up. He wants to try if he could only get back. And so the fellow playing the trumpet says, "Well, it's all there for you. You can do that. You can do it. It's there for you." And so as Klugman's walking away, the area is like a backstage area, and they have these big Klieg lights. And John Anderson's character, who's been playing the trumpet for him and encouraging him, is underneath one of these Klieg lights where it's got this glow around him in his head area. And Klugman calls back and says, "Wait a minute, I thank you. You've done so much for me. I didn't even get your name." He goes, "Oh, my name? It's Gabe, short for Gabriel." And the Klieg light is a halo. So I mean,
Wow.
he gets his trumpet out of hock, and he plays again. He's laying off the sauce, and it's got a happy ending to it. But it's just
There you go.
Which was
that's a happy ending. And I'll give you one more happy ending. There's a fella that he and his dog die while they're coon hunting.
That's not very happy.
It's
It
not
is
bad.
happy. It is happy. He and his dog die coon hunting, and he's reunited with his dog. He realizes that he's dead and he's gone, and he goes to a place, and that says, heaven or whatever, final, and he's going there, and the guy says, "Oh no, you can't go in." He goes, "You can go in, but your dog can't go in." And he says, "What do you mean? That's old Rufus. Rufus goes with me everywhere." He goes, "No, they're not allowed. Dogs are not allowed there." He goes, "Well, I don't reckon I want to go in then." And he goes, "This is the afterlife you've been waiting for. This is what you've lived your life for. You're not going to go in because of a dog." And he goes, "Nope, I don't reckon I can part with old Rufus. I'm not going to do that." So they go down the road further, and there's another entrance, and a fella says, "Would you like to come in? You and your dog are both welcome." He goes, "Rufus is welcome?" Because down the road there, the Rufus isn't welcome. When I tried to go to heaven, he goes, "That wasn't heaven." So so Rod Serling's brilliant narration at the end was, a place that wouldn't allow dogs can't be heaven.
Wow.
So
Ain't
that's a
that
happy.
something?
That was a happy ending. That wasn't heaven.
Which was the episode? And it might not be a happy ending. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was the couple that was on the cruise, and there was something odd that was going on with all the other passengers on the cruise.
They were on a ghost ship.
Yes.
Yep. They ended up they got off of the ghost ship.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a happy ending because they survived it at the end.
Yeah. And
There you go.
the one that breaks everybody's heart is Time Enough at Last. Burgess Meredith.
Oh yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he survives. And of course, when you examine it, the radiation would have killed him within a week.
Now,
But
now, see, the show that got me into things like older series like Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits and things like that was when I was a kid, it was Tales from the Dark Side and Amazing Stories.
Yeah, I remember Amazing
Those
Stories as
those
well.
were my two things to watch. Tales from the Dark Side was on late at night, wasn't supposed to watch it, watched it when I was a kid, but Amazing
Rebel.
Stories was on, yeah.
Spielberg.
Amazing
Yeah.
Stories was on prime time. I remember the episode of the belly gunner.
The B1,
It's
yes, that was the
Yes.
greatest episode ever.
Yep, where he
Yep.
had to draw the wheels onto the plane. I remember the episode of the the kid or the guy or something like that that had all these different characters from other TV shows coming in, like Kit crashed through the wall and
Uh,
stuff like that. Yeah.
are you? Did y'all like the movie Poltergeist?
Oh yeah.
Christine. They're Twilight Zone episodes that had clearly influenced those shows.
Wow.
There was a NBC show called The Good Life. Clearly,
yeah.
Twilight Zone influence. So you see these things, and the other thing Serling did so brilliantly was because he couldn't address racism
hmm
and things like that were sticky subjects in
Too
his.
taboo for 60s television.
Well, the problem was the sponsors,
yeah.
right? The sponsors did not want that, so he would put something in a futuristic
Yeah.
setting to make a commentary on on these issues.
Well, see,
Yeah.
look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Like in comic books in the 60s, they had to talk about these things uh, to the greater populace, and they did that through books like X-Men and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, so on and so forth. And
Right.
in television shows, they did the exact same thing. And with that being said, guys, the mediums that we love are amazing, be it comic books or old-timey television shows or anything like that. So there's your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Twilight Zone,
Yes.
Outer Limits, Amazing Stories, Tales from the Dark Side, all of that stuff. Go check it out. We've given you plenty of episodes to go and look at, so there will be a test next week.
I was
With
watching
that,
the black and white shows. I was watching like I Love Lucy and
my three or
Nothing wrong with
Man
that.
was on
My
there.
Three Sons.
I watched
Yeah.
My Three Sons. The first 5 seasons, Uncle Charlie is what I remembered from watching because they showed the color ones. The first 5 seasons had William Frawley from I Love Lucy as Fred Mertz, was the boy's grandfather. We never saw those. So on MeTV, we've been taping them, and it's great to watch the early shows.
See, I caught all that stuff on Nick at Night. Like
Yep.
after Nickelodeon went off the air, Nick at
Yep.
Night came on, and then you'd sit there and watch Dick Van Dyke, My Three Sons, the Smothers Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd watch their show and all that stuff. Yeah. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Even more homework for you. Way to go, Dan. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. It is getting late. But before we do, for the last time tonight, go ahead and take a look at where is it? I can't even find it. There it is. Find us
There it
on
is.
all the socials, ladies and gentlemen,
All
at the
the
Codex
socials.
Station. For all your Codex needs social wise, hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you enjoy this type of content. You enjoy 4 awesome dudes talking about wonderful topics of conversation and looking at awesome comic books. We also got a website. Head over there to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. And while you're there, let Sal know that he did an awesome job on that website too.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Cheers.
thank you, sir.
Just click on the site. That's all I ask.
There you go. And Sal, well, you're not building awesome websites or showing wonderful slabbed comic books. Where can people find you?
Well, you can always find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner, where I'm probably showing off lots of Venom variants. But you can also see me on Instagram on the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. And Dan, the Kelly art, the road manager for He Who Shall Not Be Named until he is given the proper introduction. what do you do when you are not dealing with half-naked, sweaty men in tights?
Tights.
I drink canned vodka and I post art and music on Instagram. So go check it out, Dan Kelly Art. Give me a follow, and when I eventually hit 1,000 followers, I'll do some kind of giveaway. I don't know what.
1K
What
for DK.
for DK?
There
That's
it
what
is.
And I'll
1K
throw
for
it over
DK.
to the man that shall now be named by the hat that he's wearing. Go ahead, Uncle Gary.
This is how cults get started when you got your own swag, when you got your own gear. I am a proud owner of Comic Logic. We're Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. Please come see us like our good buddy up there, Sal, did today. We would love to see you. If you want to see me, you can catch me every Wednesday getting my weekly fix, getting that 4-color ink pumped into my veins, build strong muscles, lifting comic books. That's good for you. It's good for your heart, your mind, and your soul. It's good for everything. Buy comic books. We'd love to see you. Also, we do a Facebook Live show the first 3 Thursdays of every month. We do our preview show the first Thursday. Second and third Thursdays are Comic Logic presents the Ye Grumpy Old Nerds. My best friend Mike Harbor, our principal owner Rob Kalin, and I, we sit there and we talk comics, we talk movies, we talk sports, we talk pop culture, and we talk good old man nonsense. So please come see us there. Please come watch us. I am on as Opie Taylor is my Facebook name, and I am part of a site called Comic Character of the Day, run by our good buddy Archduke Kevy, who is the reason that we all are acquainted. So we are all tied to this site. I do a cover of the day. Dan does a random panel of the day. He does question of the day. Sal is posting on it frequently, and Tim is always ever vigilant, ever watchful of us. He's making sure that we are on track on that site. So as I throw it back up to Tim to finish this segment, I just want you to know that this is the man that's going to get you home. You have traveled a long way this weekend. You have traveled far to see family. And now it is time for that long journey home. And you need a voice in the darkness. You need a voice to get you home, that you are going to make that final journey to your loved ones, to your home, to your castle, to your abode. But to get there, you just need that motivating factor. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn that dial. You're going to hit Codex, and you're going to hear that voice. You're going to hear those golden tones of the gifted larynx of our moderator, the man, the one, the only guy that will get you that final mile home till you can have the safety and security of your own bed, your own home, your own domain. How do you get there? It's by listening to Tim the Terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Gary, thank you so much for those closing statements on how awesome this show is and how wonderful my voice can seductively be. It's my favorite part of the show.
Makes my heart go flutter.
But my other favorite part of the show is sitting here with 3 of the best people I know talking about comic books and old television shows. And you, the listener or the watcher, be sure, ladies and gentlemen, on this post Thanksgiving holiday, make sure you give your loved ones a call. The ones that couldn't make it, give them a call and let them know how much you missed them. Or even if you didn't miss them, tell them how awesome the food was, right? But call them and talk to them. Don't let the drama and all that stuff that happens on the holidays affect you. You can always come here to Codex and we'll sit here and listen to you and we'll show you awesome stuff. I know it gets tough for somebody or for people right now. The world kind of sucks. Some not so nice things are going on right now, but just know that we are non-partial here. We are all inclusive. We want you to be a part of this world, and we want you to shut out the real world for a little while. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim the Terrible. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the Ric Flair of comic books himself, Uncle Gary. And next to him is the road manager, Dan the Kelly Art. This is Codex After Dark. We are the Codex Station, and we will see you next time.